But as you say, the backdrop to all of this is the new record that we had yesterday, 430 migrants making that crossing. The last time that this record was hit or anything like it was back in September, where we had 416 people making that journey. Of course, yesterday we saw just along the coastline over here in Dover, a bit further down on one of the beaches, we had men, women and children coming ashore, disembarking from the vessel they were on, many of them exhausted, relieved, but some of them celebratory too. Of course, they have paid an awful lot of money for that crossing. The people smugglers making the most out of this business, and it is very much a business for them, could see them charging some £3,000, maybe up to £5,000 for a ticket on that boat. And of course, there's no guarantee that you're going to reach the other side. Below us today, we know the Border Force vessels have been out this morning. They've yet to return. We are waiting to see whether more migrants or suspected migrants are going to make it ashore today. Meanwhile, of course, the debate on that bill will take place later in Parliament. Things on the cards, reforms to the way in which migrants are dealt with when they come into the UK, but also a difference in how the UK resettlement scheme will work. We could see an indefinite leave to remain being given to people.
We are currently seeing live pictures of a boat crossing the channel, a small rib coming in. But we should also put this in context, because although there has been an increase in traffic like this across the channel, I think the overall statistics show that migrants and asylum seekers coming to Britain are actually slightly down.
They're slightly down when it comes to other means of crossing, but when it comes to migration on water, that is still such a contentious issue. Last year, when we saw the Home Secretary saying that this route was unviable, she wanted people to stop taking this dangerous route. And it is incredibly dangerous when the weather isn't like it is today, but still, we're talking about the busiest shipping lane in Europe, perhaps even in the world. And even though the weather is as it is such a risk. And increasingly we're seeing not only men making this journey, but women and children too. And they're paying a lot of money for a chance at a new life. They're looking over, seeing other people having reached the other side, many of them looking very happy to have reached the other side. And they're seeing them being taken care of. And word does get back. Of course, we have seen the UK paying France a lot of money to up the surveillance. But we are talking about miles and miles of coastline on the other side of northern France, but also parts of Belgium that need patrolling. And once the police crack down on one of the beaches, you find that they pop up elsewhere. And again, the routine starts once more. So it's a bit of a cat and mouse situation for certainly the authorities in France, but also here too.